Welcome back, Motorheads. This is RV Finds on Facebook Marketplace, Skoolie Edition. Up first, we got a 2005, what they are calling a Mercedes, for $40,000, when in actuality, this is a Freightliner with a Mercedes engine. Taking a look at the outside of it, the bus actually doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. I kind of like the colors. I'm just not so sure what I think about them on that bus. Now, the inside of this bus, they've done a pretty damn good job from what you can see here in the pictures. It's nice, it's simple, very, very white. Also, that brings a lot of light into something like that, so it actually, it makes it feel bigger than what it is. But overall, I don't think they did a very bad job on that conversion here. Now, from the pictures we can see here, it looks like they actually did a pretty good job on the construction in here. What do you guys think of this one here, and what do you think of that price tag? Leave it down in the comments. Next, got a 2001 International for $71,000. Well, I'm just going to say it here. I absolutely do not like the outside of this bus. No, I'm not digging that color, not at all. But it is a school bus, people usually paint those things with house paint. Now, most people do that, but I do not recommend. Just throw some auto paint on there. Well, moving on to the inside of the bus here, the bus appears to be in very good shape. Looks like they've done a lot of nice things in here. Kind of appreciating all the work they've done inside here. They did go with the composting toilet. Those are not cheap, believe it or not. It's damn sure more expensive than a luggable loo, but it also looks a little bit better than a 5-gallon bucket with some plastic bags in it. Hey, it is what it is, folks. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Definitely digging the wood burner, and I love the way they did the wall there by the wood burner. This actually made that old bus come together. You wouldn't think this bus looked that nice inside by walking around on the outside, but like I said, whoever done this actually done a pretty decent job. Is it worth what they're asking? I'm gonna let you guys be the judge on that one. Next, got a 1984 Bluebird on a GMC chassis for $15,000. Now, I'm liking what they done with the outside of this bus here. Meaning, I like what they done with the back of it here by adding the porch with the overhang. That's actually pretty dang cool. That's a nice little place to hang out sometimes when the weather's kind of crappy. Even though you got the little awning that comes out the side there, the wind likes to take those things and blow them and break them. You got to anchor them to the ground. Sometimes this doesn't work out for you, is what I'm saying. But overall, I don't think they did a bad job on this bus here. The inside, I think it could use some love, but I don't think it's bad. And I don't think the price point, when you look at what RVs are costing right now and what Skoolie bus conversions are costing, $15,000, I think is a good place to start with trying to talk him down a little bit. They do have some money into this one here, we're not going to lie. It looks like they set this one up here for bunks as well. Now, if you're an exhibitionist and you like to toll it out in your bedroom and you don't mind whoever watching you take a doo-doo, this one here might be right up your alley for that price. What do you guys think of this one? Leave it in the comments. Next, got a 2022 Thomas for $59,000. Now look, I dig the Skoolie conversions, but I just wish people would do a little bit better on the outside as far as their paint job, what they're going to do with them on the outside. Because they just start to look alike. Just the way people are doing them. They're just kind of like following suit. However, this one here does have a lot of solar on top of it. That stuff is not cheap if you've been looking around at any of that. Now, the inside of this bus looks to be well done also. Looks like they did a great job on their conversion. Now, judging from the pictures, when you see all the things that are still in this bus, the amount of clothes, the washer-dryer combo there, all the solar, rainfall shower, I would say somebody's been using this as a full-time RV. They've been traveling full-time in this one here. Is it worth what he's asking? You be the judge. Next, got 2006 Bluebird for $88,500. Once again, I'm not digging the outside of this bus here. I don't dig the color schemes that people are going with here. It just makes them look like poopy from the outside. But I guess, we'll save all the money for the inside, because that's obviously what they did here on this one. This one here is actually really well done inside. I dig what they did with it. I love the skylight they put in this one here. I love the wood burner they put in here. Them wood burners come in handy when it's real cold out someplace. You don't want to run your batteries dead, and you don't want to use a whole lot of propane. Propane's pretty expensive. Anyway, I love what they did with the countertop in there. That's pretty dang cool. Like I said, that skylight, I think, is what does it for me with this one here. Nice to have the oversized sink. If you ever spend any time in an RV, them little small sinks become a pain in the hind end real damn quick. If you're enjoying today's video, make sure you smash that like button. That helps us out in the algorithm. Also helps us be shown to more folks that like this type of content. Now, if you're a regular viewer, thank you for always coming and watching. Be sure to let us know what you guys think of this type of content. If you want to see some more of the RVs and some what the up RVs, you make sure you leave that down in the comments as well. I'm digging the way they've done the plumbing in this one here as well. I think this one here came together very nice. Overall, it's a really nice rig. It is a really nice school bus conversion. Is it worth that kind of price? You guys let me know. Next got 1992 Thomas for $98,000. Now, even though I really like the school bus conversions, $98,000 for this particular bus I think is a little on the high side. It's nicely done inside, but I'm just going to say it. It's kind of outdated. There's nothing here that screams $98,000 to me. There just isn't. Do I think the bus is put together fairly decently? Yes, I do. But it's definitely, in my opinion, not worth $98,000. Don't get me wrong, it costs a lot of money to convert a bus. It costs a lot of money to buy an RV. But $98,000, I think he's a little out there on that price. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Next got a 1995 GMC for $50,000. Now, even though this was not a very good looking bus on the outside, I'm sorry, GMC, I'm a GM person, but that whole front end on there, it's ugly. It's definitely the ugly duckling from the short bus community. Now, what they've done inside this bus, it's very nice. I like it, but I don't like $50,000 of it. I personally don't feel this bus is worth $50,000. I just really don't see it being worth $50,000. I'm definitely not saying they didn't do a decent job on the inside, because they did, but like I said, this kind of price, I just think they're swinging for the fences on this one here. But what do you guys think of this GMC, and what do you guys think of that price tag? Leave it down in the comments. I've also been noticing we got a lot of you guys that come back and watch religiously, but yet you still haven't subscribed. What's stopping you? Hit that button. Next got 1991 International for $60,000. Kind of digging the color on this bus here. It actually looks pretty cool on the outside. Like what they done out there. Like the way they blacked out the wheels and they kept a little bit of a darker color on it. It kind of made the bus show a little bit better. The other good thing I'm seeing on this bus right here, this thing here actually has a residential mini split on the back. That's some good stuff right there. I like the layout inside of here. I don't necessarily like all the decor they've done inside this bus, but I think it was well done. I'm digging it. I just think there would be some things I would personally have to change. Like I said, just the decor itself doesn't really appeal to me. I'm sure it appeals to somebody, and I'm probably going to get yelled at, "Oh, it looks great, it's beautiful," but you know, not all of us have the same damn taste, so get over it. Anyway, like I said, not taking away from anything on the bus. I like the brick wall back there, but there's some things I would definitely change, and one of the things I would change on that if I was buying it would be the $60,000 price tag. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Next got a 2002 Ford for $72,000. $72,000 seems to be a little bit on the extreme side here. Now, we used to have one, a newer one, that we built a motorhome out of as well. And I know what I paid for that as a shuttle bus when I bought it. Well, like I said, newer with a 7.3. I highly doubt this vehicle is worth $72,000. I'm not taking anything away. They've done a great job. I like that they actually put a shower in there. Time we were building ours out, we couldn't really find a place that we really wanted to put the shower in ours, so we had to rely on the campground showers. It's not that big a deal, you know, but you can also go to like truck stops and pay to take a shower. Just make sure you wear shower shoes so you don't catch some sort of fungi on your toes and make them look funnier and fall off or whatever. But you know, don't necessarily have to have a shower, but it would have been nice to have that in ours. But $72,000, I don't think it's worth that. But here's a look at ours. Next got a 1997 International for $85,000. Now, I like what they've done with this bus here. I like that they raised the roof, give you a little bit more room inside. I like the color they went with on this one here. It kind of brought this one together. I dig it's got a mini split on it as well. Plus, it looks like this thing might have quite a bit of solar on top of there as well, which is very good if you like getting off grid somewhere. I'm digging the way they've done this bus here. Mainly, I love the roof. I'm not necessarily 100% in love with their decor inside, but I like this bus. Back in 2019, we were in Arizona, and we actually ended up over at Skoolie Palooza. There was some great looking buses out there. I mean, there was some beautiful builds, and there were some not so beautiful builds, but there was more great functional buses that built out there than I've ever seen in my life in one place. It was a very cool event. People were actually out there building out their buses out in the desert. It was just a really good time and a lot of great people. Some friends of mine actually have a bus set up just like this, same color and all, and honestly, at first glance I thought it was their bus. I was really confused they were getting rid of it because that's their actual full-time home. They live in that thing and travel. But fortunately, this is definitely not their bus. They're not hanging it up anytime soon. But what do you guys think of this one here? And leave it down in the comments. Up next, got 1999 International for $60,000. Well, I'm glad they kept their bad taste on colors on the outside of this bus, because I'm here to tell you, the outside of that bus and the color scheme you went with is freaking hideous. And that right there is definitely going to take some money away from what you're trying to get out of this poor bus. And that's unfortunate, because the inside of your bus is actually pretty cool. The inside of the bus, they've done a nice job. I like the way they did the floor plan here with a little side step with a bathroom, and you had your little hallway back to the bedroom. Overall, I like the concept and the floor plan they put together here. I'm definitely digging the bathroom on this Skoolie. I like the shower. It actually looks like this thing might actually have a porcelain toilet, and that's always a good damn thing in an RV if you don't like to sit on them stupid little plastic things. But overall, I don't think they did a bad job on this bus. I just think the outside of this bus, it's just hideous. I just had to say it, it's hideous. But I do like the rooftop deck they put on here as well. But what do you guys think of this Skoolie here? And what do you think of that price tag? Leave it down in the comments. Up next, got 1951 Chevrolet for $2,500. Well, if you stuck around to the end, you know I stuck true to my roots. I love old cool stuff, and this is definitely an old cool school bus. It definitely needs saved, and I don't think that price tag is too awful bad either for $2,000. I think this right here would make one hell of a old school Skoolie restoration into a little motorhome, little travel vehicle. This thing is pretty damn awesome. I wish they would have took some better pictures of it, showed a little bit more of the inside, but no, they had to kind of take the pictures from the outside looking in the windows. But still a pretty cool bus. I don't think that's too bad of a price tag. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you liked today's video, smash that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.